Volleyball opened their season after dealing with a quarantine delay as they took on Morrisville Eaton on Tuesday. The Cougars would have to shake off the rust as they gave up many points early to the Warriors in service and hitting errors. Then the Warriors' number 8 pounds the overpass dig by Ashley Wilson. And later in this rally off the little push from Haley Burnett, number 99 will hit it right down into the gap of the Cougar defense. Eventually, though, the Cougars would warm up and come crawling back from the large deficit in the first set, as Haley Burnett would roll on her serve, blasting several aces through the Warrior defense. Then Ashley Wilson gets a little nice roll shot to the open spot of the court, and Burnett will come back with the block attempt and give the Cougars the lead. Then off the Warriors service run, Burnett gets the kill in the middle of the gap on this nice hit and roll shot. Later, off of the dig, the pass will come to Lisa Paulus, who behind the 10-foot line goes down the middle on the slam. But the Warriors' number 9 would get a kill of her own and give the Warriors set number 1. Morrisville would then roll through the next 3 sets until Paulus went off in set 5, powering the cross-court kill. Then Paulus gets it right back off the pass and goes cross-court again, finding that gap off the block. Markaylin Eaton would seal the final set off of this rally with a block on the overpass to give the Cougars that last set and some momentum into their next match. Morrisville does take the game 4-1. The next match would be against DeRuyter during a senior night that would honor Camden Cross and Markaylin Eaton for their years on the varsity squad. Sophomore Abby Reed would get the Cougar offense rolling with her play in the middle as she hits that kill early in the game. But for DeRuyter, Forrest would come back with that cross-court kill of her own. Reed now steps up to the line and she gets one of her many aces on the night. But after a service error, the Rockets would control the nice roll by Wilson for another Forrest kill off the big bump set. Then Burnett pulls the rabbit out of the hat on a little push trick shot over the block. But a great game from both teams would feature long rallies as each team would pull dig after dig off the court. Paulus on the cross court gets dug up. Liddell sets Jaden DeGear on the sideline, but Camden Cross digs that one. The set to Markaylin Eaton goes deep, but another big set dig as Liddell hits DeGear, and this time she puts the hard shot down the line and Cross can't control it. But Reed would continue to dominate the middle of the court as she stuffs Woods like a butterball turkey on Thanksgiving, and then comes back for seconds and thirds on Forrest here late in the game. Then off of Wilson's serve, Liddell would tip it over, and then Wilson would set Reed for a kill down the middle. The second set would go DeRuyter's way, but Abby Fisher, the freshman, would make this one of her several aces on the game. However, DeGear would highlight the Rockets throughout the rest of the match as she pounds the cross-court kill and then aces to finish the match. Although the Cougars took the first set, the Rockets would take advantage of a strong service game to take the final 4 games and the match. In boys basketball, the boys had a busy week of play as they opened the week against Canastota. They would start hot with 25 points in the first quarter as Charlie Cross would make a nice jab step and makes the bucket to start the scoring for the Cougars. Then Alex Smith gets the ball across half court and hits a fancy little floater that touches nothing but the bottom of the net. For the Raiders, though, number 2 would be the leading scorer on the night as he gets this pass off and hits the deep 3, pulling them a little bit closer. Then Alex Smith on the side finds Charlie Cross, who makes another nice jab step and move and banks that one home. Unfortunately, those 25 points in the first quarter would fizzle out for the Cougars offense as number 2 would get a nice give and go there for the Raiders. And that was a trend for him on the night as this one bounces around and he makes another nice give and go pass, which leads to another nice layup as the Raiders pull closer. Then he would find number 3 on that side for a nice open 3, and they wouldn't look back as the big quarter for the Cougars fizzles out and they fall 51-41. With the day off before playing 3 in a row, the Cougars then went to Madison to take on their league rival. The game would be back and forth early, trading 3-pointers as Seth McHugh swishes that one from range. Then, for the Blue Devils, Rivers answers right back, splashing that one with a hand in his face. Nolly would then drive to the hole and hit a little teardrop floater, but Rivers gets the give and go and gets a layup of his own to answer right back. Then the Cougars find Nolly in the corner, who drains the 3, nothing but net. But the Devils' number 2 would respond with a nice reverse layup, and the offensive explosion in the first half would continue as Alex Smith hits that 3 with a hand in his face. Then Backer finds Ethan Smith from NBA range, nothing but net. But the Devils would answer back with a 3 of their own as he puts the nail in. Then Rivers would pick Alex Smith's pocket and go in for the transition layup. Jamison Backer finds the hole and dives to the basket for a layup of his own. The second half, the pressure though would be too much for the Cougars as Neinhardt gets the steal and dishes it, and that 3 would cap off the Devils' big game, 69-40 over the Cougars. With a tough game against DeRuyter on Friday, the Cougars took on Madison again on Saturday, ending a long and tiring week and season for the Stockbridge Cougars. Rivers was the player of the game as he would go from start to finish with this steal and basket to start it off. Alex Smith would answer with an inbound 3, but Shaw of the Devils would come right back with an inbound 3 of his own. Smith would then use his Wonder Twin powers to activate Ethan Smith's long-range spank 3. But then the Devils again answer right back as Shaw gets it on the dump-off, poof, off the back of the rim and in. Then passing over, Rivers splashes it from downtown, nothing but net. Senior Austin Nolly would cap his senior night with a nice 3 here from the wing. Then the pass around, and Ethan Smith finds his favorite spot on the floor, splashing another one. Neinhardt would dominate the inside during the second half, and Madison wouldn't look back as they take the final 66-34. The girls' basketball team played only their second and their final game against Madison Saturday afternoon. However, for the Cougars, Mary Ellen Coleman would take advantage of her last time on the court for Madison, as she would cut apart the zone early, putting in basket after basket after basket on this nice up and under move to the hole. The Cougars would eventually respond as Alyssa Enslow gets this kick 3-pointer and splashes it from downtown. Then, off the fast break miss, Alyssa Mazie gets the rebound. In trouble under the basket, she finds Amanda Brown for her first 2 points of the game as she banks that one home. Then Lydia Piziak would drain the distance 3 for Madison and would go into halftime with an 18-point lead. Coming out in the second half, Brown would keep the Cougar offense afloat with a bank from Enslow's assist. Then Alexis Mazie sinks a baseline jumper on her own in an 8-point third quarter for the Cougars. But the fourth quarter would go Madison's way with the 3-ball raining in from Miranda Putnam. Then Layla Jason would try and pass the swing pass to Rachel Menig, who finds Sophia Stevens on the line, and she swishes home her first 2 varsity points. But Sarah McLean would cap a 17-point fourth quarter for Madison, as they would go on to win 56-24. Brown would lead the Cougars with 10 points, as Coleman gives Madison a team-high 14. Congratulations to all of our winter athletes for coming out and pushing through such a tough circumstance for the season. Soccer season is on the horizon for fall 2. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you get notifications for when we go live for our boys and girls varsity teams. Go Cougars!